see.
All right, we're off.
We just need to get you like a really cool set of just nothing but D6.
Just D6.
Yeah. Just like a Chessex set, and then you can just sit outside for when you do,
Fire
everything you do.
Pretty much.
Perfect. Just have one of those little like change things or roll whatever. How
on your hip though.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, I want the one on the hip that dispenses dice.
That would be awesome. Yeah, Becca went to Walmart to save some money. She got tired of me buying the small bag and paying the price of the big bag at
Maverick.
So she was like, hey, I'll pay for convenience.
Yeah, me too.
Alright.
All about the convenience.
Are we ready to begin?
Mm-hmm. We do not have a Thornock yet.
What does it say? Is Reese there?
Not really.
Is he ever really there? Is he all there?
He is ethereal.
Alright, so last time the party made their way into the dungeon of Zonthal's tower and were confronted by elemental guardians. They were able to defeat the initial guardians and they made their way into Zonthal's laboratory. And down this kind of hallway that stretched off into nothingness, apparently.
I heard lavatory.
Lavatory.
Which
His lavatory.
changed context completely.
Yep. Inside the laboratory, there was a
Kind of
whirlwind with a bunch of elemental gems in it. The party, not realizing what they were getting themselves into, dispelled the magic of the whirlwind and caused all the gems to shatter at once, spilling out 8 different elementals into the laboratory and starting another fight. You guys managed to make it out of that, though. That's exciting news.
All the XP bags.
Did we level from that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
We were like, that got us like a quarter of the way to the next level.
Okay. Yeah, you were already leveled. That got you a quarter of the way.
Correct.
Yeah.
After that, the party went back out of the room because they couldn't find anything else of value, and they continued their way down this hallway until the stairs stretched out into a long walkway among a sea of stars, basically.
Oh, that's right.
Mm-hmm. You're basically hanging over nothingness at this point, walking along a walkway. And so ahead of you, you see that it kind of goes on, and then there's just a door on the right, and then it goes straight down, kind of splits off, and there's a few more doors that you can see at the end. They don't seem to be connected to a room; they just seem to be a door. And as you're all walking along, the stars are streaking overhead. You guys are being very cautious, but still, it doesn't seem to help when a stream of meteors races past, and I need everybody to make me a dex save. Start the night off.
Breaking the new dice.
Breaking the new ones.
Not bad.
Dex save.
That's so tiny.
22.
18.
18, 22,
28.
28. So all of you managed to kind of duck and grab onto the edge of the walkway to prevent any of these
bombs are coming
meteorites
down.
from hitting you. However, Thornock is continuing on his merry way, and he's about to be struck by one when Ari pushes him out of the way and takes the hit and falls off the edge of the platform and into the abyss.
What?
Oh, shit.
Did Colby secretly talk to you about killing this character off? Is that what this is all about?
And then, poof, a kobold appears in front of me.
We were talking about it.
No, bugbear. We decided on bugbear. That's what it was.
Oh,
Sorry.
what do we do?
So he falls. Does he just like suddenly vanish, or do we still sensory?
You
like,
see him until he goes out of sight. Basically, he falls down into
So miles away.
This has got to be some sort of magic illusion. He can't be falling into space. Can't be real.
I cast.
I would do it if you guys.
I was gonna check with my what's it called?
Can either one of you sense any kind of magics?
You have to
I'm
do
detecting
detect
magic.
magic. That's what I'm gonna do. I can do detect
Takes
magic.
10 minutes,
But
right?
it'll only tell me what kind of magic I'm looking at.
Do a flavored Arcana check.
Okay. So I would like to detect magic and see if I can pierce through the veil,
Okay.
so to speak. and see what's going on. Like, is he actually in danger? Do we like, you know what I mean? Like, what's the
So are you doing an Arcana check for this, or
I would
are
like
you
to
going to do the ritual?
I would like to do the cast it, not the ritual.
Okay, you're
I
gonna
wanna full-on
spend
cast
the
it.
spell slot.
And then just as like a quick whatever, and then I'm going to just want to try and check using that with Arcana, hopefully, to see if I can get any sense of if he's in mortal danger or she.
Go ahead and cast the spell.
Okay.
Roll it.
Spell is cast. That is a 19. What would it be plus just Arcana?
Yes.
Okay. That's 19 plus 13. That's 20. 32.
32. So you start. You bring on the magical sight. You rub the little face paint over your.
You rub the
eyelids.
dust in your eye.
Yeah.
Oh, birds! Oh, look fast, quick!
You see that there's a lot of interdimensional space magic going on here.
Okay.
It's basically like what you would see if you were to look inside a bag of holding kind of thing.
Okay.
It's way larger in here than it is normally. Looking down, you see that there is plenty of like swirling magic, but it's familiar, and it takes you a moment to realize that it's familiar because it's got. Okay, my dog's right there. It's got the same signature as the teleportation circles in the
Okay, so it feels.
tower.
So she
Similar.
probably got teleported.
I look at my bag of holding. Is it reacting in any way from being in this space?
The bag of devouring.
Both of them.
No, neither of them appear
Okay.
to be reacting.
Okay. Do we
Bag
just
of
walk
holding
in?
inside bag of holding.
In fact, the bag of devouring is rather unreactive. Usually, you see a few like wiggles out of it every now and then.
Okay.
If
Okay.
you're paying attention, and it seems very still.
Okay. Well, it seems that this is someone. She's been teleported somewhere. I don't know that she's actually. I don't know where she went. If
She's scrappy. She'll probably be okay. We have a mission, and we're on a time
let me
crunch.
see. She is a
I mean,
girl.
Ari would
Natural
do the
20.
same if I fell off the side. I know she would save me eventually, but we're on a time crunch here. We got like the greater good's at risk.
The greater good.
Shot it.
Alright, well, I think I think we'll just have to trust that she can hold her own. I don't know that we can like dispelling magic.
Well, and who's
Wherever she's gone there.
and who's to say if we jump off that we don't go in a different portal and go somewhere else?
Correct. I've seen this in movies.
I agree.
Double
I think we
dates.
should push forward, continue what we're doing, and we can then focus our efforts on
Yeah.
finding our
Alright.
Alright, we'll move on.
I would agree. Is Thornock, are you okay?
Yes,
I'll go forward.
Nope, he's not there yet.
Yeah, he just
I
walk
Trying to give a
Yeah, he
logical
just
segue.
keeps moving forward to the door.
Okay, cool. All right, we'll come for you when we can.
Does the door seem to have any sort of like magical auras or like runes or?
So there was a
anything
door
like
on the right, and then one straight forward.
that? I think we're just on a walkway.
So,
straight forward,
yeah,
right?
so there's a walkway, but then there's a random door in the
Oh,
middle,
okay.
like on the right hand side of the walkway, about halfway down, and then it continues on and kind of splits off into a few other doorways as
When
well.
we look at the door, does the door have any identifying marks, or is it just like a plain oak door?
It is a plain oak door, and your magic sight is still working at this time and does
Okay.
not detect any sort of magical resonance that's differing from the entire place.
there's
I want to go
There's no
touch the
inscriptions?
handle and just see if it's like hot or if it's gonna like suck me in or anything.
Well, Kevin McAllister's pissed because it is hot. No, no, it appears to be just a normal door handle.
Okay. No inscriptions on
I
it.
found
Nope.
out that thing is actually a barbecue lighter for briquettes.
What?
Yeah, he heats up the briquettes
Okay.
to get them burning.
I only
Thing
rolled
he
a
puts on the
3,
door
so I
I had
opened
no
it.
idea what it was.
Oh, really?
So Akio opens up the door. This circular room is obviously a library or study. Its walls are lined with bookshelves that extend from the floor to the gently domed ceiling 20 feet overhead.
Did the bookshelves curve along the ceiling as well?
Yes.
And the books don't fall out of
Yep.
it? That's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Magic.
wizard's hat.
Yeah.
A wheeled ladder is connected to a rail that runs around the curved wall, allowing access to the upper shelves. A delicate,
Ladder
ornate
goes up.
desk stands in the center of the room, surrounded by piles of blank paper. A large map sits on the desk, its corners held down by stone.
I say
Go take it.
I'm
I'm gonna take
gonna
it.
look at the
Yeah.
map
Yeah.
because maybe it'll give us an idea of where the heck we are.
I'm gonna be at the door to make sure the door doesn't close behind us.
You're gonna be Hodor.
Yes, I'll be holding the door.
Okay.
Hold the door.
So,
You, the littlest one.
With my strength
sliding
checks.
you back.
so are you outside holding the door, or are you inside the room?
He's putting his foot in the door jamb in case it tries to close.
I will be like 1 foot in, 1 foot out, like trying to like. Because my understanding of these extra dimensional spaces is they can just. Right.
Yeah.
Might tear you in half then.
Who
I'll
knows?
be in the room, okay? I'll be in the room, trying to hold the door open.
Thornock walks over to you and he goes, "You want me to do that?"
Can you handle it, big buddy? I know you. I'm pretty strong.
And he looks over at the books, and then he looks back and he says, "Please."
That's all I know.
You're not here. I get to make fun of you. That's the rule.
Don't
Them's the rules.
Then the rules.
don't let the door close.
And he just casually like puts a finger on it and holds it there.
I'll go and
It's like
So you two walk up to the. It's not actually like actively closing. I don't know where you guys are getting this.
I'm just,
No, we're just being cautious.
every horror movie, you walk in, the door closes, and then
Yeah.
poof, it's gone. You're stuck somewhere.
So you walk up to the table and you look down and you see a map that you're not quite sure if you recognize. You're gonna have to roll me a history check.
Okay. Come on, new dice. All right. History. That's 26.
26.
18 for me.
18.
Do you want me to roll?
If you want
Yes.
to roll.
2 plus 8.
Brom cannot see on top of the table.
Yeah, that's good.
10. It's too high. What are you seeing? Infernal
You-
wizards in the
you-
tall tables.
Heard stories about this place. You've never really seen it, so you're not quite sure. But Akio pretty much confirms it from his book learning that he did. This is actually a regional map of the fabled city of Brass in the elemental plane of fire.
This is a city. This is like a legend. This isn't like reality.
Yeah, I've only heard tales of it.
Yeah. This is weird.
Just a map of the
When
city,
Yep.
not like a map to the city. Just
No,
like
just a
just
map
like
city-
laying out the
city-
zone.
yeah.
okay.
How common knowledge is the like the city of Brass in like lore?
It's like people have heard of it,
Or like the
but
two guys
everybody.
from Alvarado.
Yeah.
And I guess my reason for asking is like, what's the general consensus? Is it something that's like foreboding, or is it something that's like, ooh, I want to go there?
It's something that's a mystery, right, to most people.
Okay.
The plane of elemental fire is definitely not a place that where you want to end up,
Okay.
just because it's elemental
Doesn't-
fire.
Does the map seem magic? Like, is there anything like shifting on it? Is it like moving in? There's no
Nice.
wind.
We gotta
kind
hold
of
it
thing?
to the moon.
Can
on
someone
the
help?
exact
If
day
you can
that
pick
was
me up,
in.
I can tell you. if it's
Is his eye
magical.
still working? I can.
Yes.
I help him.
The map is enchanted.
What?
It's not shifting, like there's no like shifting moving parts, but you're pretty sure that there's a fire ward on this map.
Ooh,
Can
I have my
burn?
ring that is like the Marauders map thing, and it like shows like your path that you came from,
Okay.
right?
Uh-huh.
Can I touch that to the map and see if it like footsteps to like how we got here? I haven't used this thing in a long time.
I intend
So-
to do no good.
Wait, I got a ring. Hold on.
Hold on.
Nope.
Here it is.
Nope.
So usually when you put the ring on a map, because you've tried it on a few different
Yeah.
ones, it shows up little purple footprints
Right.
representing you.
Right.
This time you see a set of bright yellow footprints, and they move along the map around the city a few times, but it doesn't seem to be any sort of like special pattern. It just seems like this is showing something that traveled to the city of Brass and where they went within the city.
Okay. Not like a
Interesting.
patrol pattern, just like a in and out.
Is
Yeah, just kind of like a exploration pattern.
I ask you to. Is it safe to remove this map from
Let's check for traps.
its location? So I can check for mechanical traps.
Is there any
but
writing on the like any warnings on the map, like all you who touch this map are cursed forever
No.
or anything? Okay.
Nope.
We're probably safe.
I think we should
Okay.
be okay.
I'm gonna try to like take the stones off and roll it up.
Okay. So you take the stones off. At one point, you take like 2 of the stones off, and it kind of curls up a little bit, hits one of the candles, and you quickly pull it away. But you notice that it hasn't burnt at all.
Looks like it's impervious
Fire
to fire.
resistant.
Or
Okay, but this might come in handy.
I'm gonna go ahead and roll it up
Yeah.
Okay.
and stick it in my bag.
All right, go ahead and add 1
Whoa.
map to the city of Brass.
Are there any other books or other things that are like out and look like they've recently been used, or
If you'd like to go ahead and roll me an investigation check, you can see if there's any specific.
Son of a 3. Investigations 5. That's 8.
There's books out on the shelves and everything. You notice that there's a lot of books.
On
in here,
closer
like a lot of,
inspection,
like,
these appear to be books.
Like big books.
big books, like maybe one or two famous ones that you can recognize instantly,
Okay.
even with that low of a roll of an investigation check.
Oh, look.
Okay.
Yeah.
They got
But nothing
War and
that's
Peace.
like. Okay. But nothing that's like diabolical plans. Labeled confidential. If you're not,
Hey, look,
if you're the
grapes are
broken
wrapped.
spirit, don't read this.
Yeah. 73.18 if you want to write down a specific page number.
You said there was paper on the desk?
Yeah.
Is it like magical, like wizard's paper, or is it just like paper?
Just paper. I mean, the
Okay.
fact that it's still working, like that it's still like not, it's not like dust
Mhm.
when everything else in this tower has kind of been like, maybe a little bit old. Like it's magic paper in that regard, I suppose.
Okay. I'll take like 5 sheets.
Are there any markings in here of like a
Always need paper
teleportation
as a wizard,
circle type thing, or is it just like pocket dimension type thing?
This just seems like a pocket dimension.
Okay.
Which is kind of the standard that you've been seeing in this tower so far. Is there's a lot of these little pocket dimensions with the rooms bigger than they're supposed to be.
I'm gonna do a quick perception check, see if there's anything else that catches my eye.
Okay.
Before we head out, because I feel like my character would have been like, "Let's grab this. This looks important. It's kind
Right.
of the center of attention for the room, and
We'll like
then
give a once over.
and then we can go get that blue dragon mask." So,
Yeah.
Perception on that is just a 15.
Just a 15.
Yeah.
Well, just a 15 is enough as you're kind of perusing through these spell books. You do see one down at the bottom that looks a little out of place in the fact that it's too perfectly placed.
Like the dust has been cleaned off of it or something type of thing. Or...
It's more like you look at it and it just looks wrong. Like when you watch a CG movie or a movie and you see the CG and you're
It's
just
just
like,
like, off,
or when you're playing an old time video game and something looks a little bit clearer.
I go, Akio, what do you make of this? And I'm kind of crouched down, just point at it a little bit.
Hi, Reese.
Try the, classic. See if it does it.
And
yes!
so
Please be secret. Please be secret. Yay!
yeah. At which point the papers on the desk start going, and they start like spiraling up and start surrounding you, and they just kind of crumple into these paper ravens that start circling around you. So we're gonna go into a quick initiative here.
We're fighting paper.
Thornock, we are in the pocket dimension. Ari got sucked
don't
into
they
the
have that one?
interdimensional
Don't they
space,
have that one monster that's
and you're holding the door at the moment.
like page whirlwind or something like that? It's like just a whirlwind of pages. It's an actual monster in either Zonthal's or.
I don't know if
It's like kind of like Swarm of Bats.
yeah. I mean, you're supposed to use a swarm monster for this, so I suppose.
I'm almost out of all my spells because we just found all those elementals.
No, 20 on something I don't want to be 20.
You wanna be
Oh
first,
yeah,
though?
initiative.
Healer should go last.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine.
Those are concentration rings, by the way.
Yeah, that's
So
so.
when you're concentrating, you can just go ahead and be like,
drop it on.
Don't forget.
keeps you easy to remember.
Yeah.
You want a room set up for you?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and get a room set up.
What's this?
Set up.
Ooh. Oh boy.
Just a 4x4.
Little tiny thing.
Reese,
No, I meant sorry. 4 of those by 4 of those.
Reese, can you hear us okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm not using the Yeti mic tonight because some dummy forgot at home. Sorry.
Hopefully, it's not too quiet.
It's been good so far.
So Akio and I
Roger, roger.
against the wall, looking at something.
If you want to grab a desk, you can too.
Ooh. Yes.
Just a small little desk, though. Or a medium-sized desk. There we go. And then, I don't know if you want to keep that for whatever. And then we need a Thor. Reese already fell into the abyss. Just FYI.
To save you.
Yes, noble sacrifice.
I fell into an abyss.
No,
No,
Ari
Ari
pushed you
did.
out of the way of a meteor and then fell into the abyss after getting hit with said meteor.
But don't worry, it wasn't an actual meteor.
And we were all like, no.
It was made of
darn.
meat.
Alright, so
Oh, no.
initiatives.
Somebody should do something.
25.
25.
5.
That's fine.
12.
That's part about a crappy mic. It won't pick up the fireworks.
That's true.
Thornock, what'd you get?
A couple times ago.
I think so, yeah.
16.
Alright, so we're going to start. The top of the round here is going to be the papers that go first. Right now, there is basically a swarm of paper kind of spiraling around each of you. So we're going to
The
roll.
5 pieces that I rolled up, did those turn into them too?
They're in your bag of holding, so they're potentially trapped in there.
Oh crap.
They're swarming your other items.
You go to open your bag of holding and just.
There's just a
broken.
bunch
All these
of diced turtle meat in there.
Yeah, all this smushed oranges come flying out at you.
Alright, that is a 23 to hit. On
me?
you.
Yes, hits.
Thornock, it is a 13 to hit.
Nope.
Akio is a 14 to hit.
Misses.
And same with Tavish, 14 to hit.
Misses.
Alright, so the only one that it hits. Let's see.
It's because your magic is going, and so it just looks like a blur of green. And
Moth-
like,
moth to the
magic this,
flame.
everything's magic in here. I can't see.
So you take 8 piercing damage.
8 piercing
Or, well,
damage.
slashing damage.
And I need to make a constitution save for my concentration.
Oh, is that a concentration spell?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
3.
Okay.
It fails. I no longer have it visible.
Well, things look better now. Like you.
Whoa! That's
And then
much
it's
better.
your turn to react.
My turn. All right.
Yep.
And this is a large swarm of paper. Now that I can kind of see more clearly, it's swarm of papers. They're all fighting. Is there any? Can I tell if there's like a centrifuge to this storm, or if it's just random chaos?
It's a swarm.
Okay. I'm going to use. Got to make sure I have the spell slot for it.
That's not food.
Third level.
Those
We're gonna go
dice.
third level. Dragon's Breath.
Came up with the idea.
I'm gonna use the bonus action, and I'm going to, because this is paper, I'm going to use fire.
Okay.
So I'm gonna pull out
one of the little
chili things, and instead of like ice crystallizing, it'll kind of start to
Block candy.
sizzle and all.
Yeah, I knew.
Pop it in your mouth.
And then I'm gonna use my action to blow a cone of fire.
Okay, where would you like to blow the cone?
Away from my friends, but like anywhere there's
So,
like.
so the paper is surrounding your friends. Like it is in
They're
their
right in
squares.
front of me.
They're in the paper is in each of your squares.
They're not above. It's like right on
Yeah,
them.
it's
correct?
all right on you. Okay. Scott, where's your cone? Where's the cone? Where's the cone?
Oh, what? How big?
How big
It's
is the
a
cone?
15-foot cone.
15-foot cone. We have new devices tonight.
Sure.
So you want to angle it just that way?
Mm.
It's gonna hit your friends if you want to get the paper on them too.
Right. I want to get if I can angle it where I'm hitting as much paper without hitting them, that would be preferable.
They're literally our squares.
If they are in your space,
They're
then
not. They're
Just,
not.
just hit me. It's
adjacent.
fine.
all right, I'll blow
I'm
it.
good.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I
so
held up. I'm good.
I'll try and
You can
torch
hold on to it.
all the things in that space. And they need to make a dex save of 17.
Fail, fail, and fail. So they're all basically all 3 of you.
4. Okay.
Oh, 16. Dang it.
How much?
That's a
What do you
DC of 17.
17.
Dex.
Chappy.
5, 6, 7, 8,
Yeah, buddy.
9, 10, 11. That's 11 damage total. Fire. You're
roll?
resistant. so
28.
Yeah, and I'm resistant to fire, so 5.
28.
for your dex. Then you save and you get half damage.
Okay.
The papers
So
ignite
how
and
much?
start
14.
11.
11 cut in half.
11 cut in half.
Yeah,
Oh.
11 cut in half, so 6.
Oh, 6. I need that one more.
So the papers ignite, and so too do your friends a little bit. But you see that the swarms around you are definitely very weakened. There's less paper around. They're kind of catching each other on fire. They seem to be particularly susceptible to your attack.
Okay. They seem to be susceptible to fire. I'm sorry for torching you. I panicked. I'm sorry.
Alrighty. Next up is Tavish. No, Thornock. My bad.
I'm gonna attack the paper swarm right by me.
Okay.
Get it.
These are considered constructs, by the way.
Okay.
For your specific
good.
axe.
There you go.
What was your first attack?
Hold on. I have an issue.
All right. While he's doing that, Tavish, what would you like to do?
If I'm, I was gonna say I want to try to move away from Akio just a teeny bit, and maybe like, so I have a flask of alchemist fire, so it ignites on contact with air, and I wanted to be like, maybe throw it in the air and shoot it real quick, so that it kind of, and I know I'll probably take damage, but
You'll have the dex save, yeah. Thornock, you ready with your attack?
Yeah, so it's
What's
an
the
18 to hit.
18 will hit for the first attack. Go ahead and roll damage.
What's the radius?
Should be within 10 feet.
It's actually a specific target. So actually, can I target the construct?
Yeah, you can target the swarm.
So like the bulk of the swarm or
If that's the case, then it wouldn't hit you.
Okay.
Since it's not AoE.
Especially if you.
I still want to
22
toss it and shoot it
points
real
of
quick.
damage.
You said 22 total.
Yeah, 22 total.
Okay. So you start hacking and slashing through these things. However, this is a swarm of paper, and you are wielding just an axe. So go ahead and roll me your next attack, because there's still plenty of paper about you.
20.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Anything 20.
Another 22 points of damage.
Alrighty. Most of the paper seems to have kind of dissipated around you, but there is a few pieces left that are still trying to slice at you. So it's not quite gone yet.
Okay.
Tavish, then. So Tavish, you kind of.
So I'll grab the alchemist fire
Yep.
out of my pouch, and with one hand toss it in the air, and right when it gets in the range of the bulk of the constructs, I pull off double cross off my back and shoot it.
Perfect. Go ahead and roll the attack against it. It should be the alchemist fire has a specific attack.
It says
What was the
make a
damage?
ranged
You said
attack.
it was 11 damage,
For
right?
mine? It
Yeah.
was, here, we're still here, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, yes.
Weapon.
Okay, perfect.
11 total.
It says make a ranged attack as an improvised weapon.
Yeah, so you'll have to. I think you don't add your proficiency bonus. You just add your dex bonus.
Just plain dex.
Yep. Unless you're proficient in improvised weapons.
No, I don't think so. 21.
21 will hit.
Okay, so the flask says this. This is on a hit, the target takes 1d4 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. Okay, so it's sticky. It's like napalm, basically.
So it explodes and it starts like sticking to the papers as
Yeah.
they're flying around, and you can see that they're starting to smolder.
And the creature can end this damage by using its action to make a DC 10 Dex check to extinguish the flames. So they currently are starting to smolder and catch on fire.
Akio, what's your turn?
Okay, I'm running low on spells, so I'm just gonna magic missile and just shoot 3 missiles
Okay.
out. Those are auto hits, so I guess just my. What's your firebolt?
Roll.
So that is 8. Oh, sorry, 8. Plus 5, so 13
Okay.
damage.
So, do you want to? Are you just targeting yours?
Yeah, just the ones that are around me, just closest to me. I'm just kind of launch those.
So Akio kind of flicks his hands up and finger guns and rips right through the last of the papers surrounding him, and they just kind of fall to the ground, destroyed.
Nice.
So he is free.
Origami golem.
Okay, if I'm free, I'm gonna start running through the secret door.
You're gonna head in the secret room.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll
Perfect.
be like, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to.
Alrighty. Starting off the next turn, we've only got 3 attacks. The first one against Braum.
Yep.
That is a 6.
Does not hit.
Against Thornock, it's a 14. And against
Does not hit.
Tavish, it's a 16.
Does hit.
Oh, sorry. Actually, go ahead and roll me 1d4. Fire damage first.
2.
So they're gone. They're gone.
Woohoo!
Yeah, they were actually really low. So they come like swarming at you, and they're just like.
All the ash in your eyes.
So you are good.
Smoke in the face with the campfire.
Braum, it's your turn.
I'm not ready to go, Mr. Stark. I am going to. Are there any in like this occupied space between the two of us?
There's some surrounding Thornock, and there's some surrounding you.
I'll turn and try and hit the ones surrounding him and me with
Okay.
my breath attack again.
Sounds good.
DC of 17, Dex. For you two, Thornock. 6.
What was that?
You need to make a Dex save of 17. 6, 10, 13, 14 damage total. Fire.
Well, one of them saved, but that's not enough. You basically wait until they're all kind of swarming, and then do your little fire dancer breath and take out the rest of
It's
them.
like the dragon's kiss.
Yeah.
No.
All right, for 2, I think did Aki just go through
Yeah, I ran through.
to the portal. I'll use the rest of my movement to go to the portal.
Okay. So 50 points of experience each for beating these tiny swarms.
Yeah.
Not bad. Not bad.
You get that, Thornock?
Yeah.
I'm nervous that the mic isn't loud enough.
The knife isn't loud
The
enough.
knife isn't loud enough.
In the dark.
All right. So you find a room with a large simple desk with several ink pots, quill pens, and a single chair occupy the center of this otherwise empty room.
It's a weird
Like to check for traps.
torture room. Because there's a chair. It's an interrogation
You
room.
can go ahead and check for traps if you like.
I'm terrible at these things. What is it? Is that investigation?
Yes.
14 plus 5, the 19.
You don't see any traps.
Is the
I don't believe it's trapped, and I find a nearby book, and I throw it in as my standby stick.
Okay. The book just clatters to the floor.
It's
And
safe.
Akio sees that it's actually like a first edition volume that you just threw.
We're good. It's all good.
does the chair look like a mimic?
How would Akio assume that a mimic chair would look?
The
I don't
barrel
know,
guy on
like
edge.
slightly off. Like it was like as soon as the book hit, it kind of like flinched a little. It was like
Here, I know. Tell a joke.
An eye
and
opens.
Tell a joke, and if it laughs,
Is that the same as like all rocks are actually soft? They just tense up when we touch them.
yeah.
start singing a famous song, and if he replies,
Go ahead and roll me a perception check.
Okay. 9.
The chair does not look like a mimic. It looks like a chair.
Have you seen the meme?
It's weird
where
that there's just a chair in here. Am I right?
the murderer is chasing a dude, and he says, "Just a small town girl," and the guy
Yeah.
goes, "Living it." We should do that for the chair.
Actually, it's Sweet Caroline.
The chair goes.
Okay.
No.
So entering the room, the chair,
There appears to be a chair, a writing desk, a bunch of quills.
Oh, there is a desk.
on
I
top
want to
of
go
it,
and
yeah.
investigate the
I
desk.
didn't hear that part.
Okay, go
Let's
ahead
see
and roll
what's
me
on
an
it.
investigation check.
16 plus.
Those
Fifth,
wouldn't have
five.
to have those pages.
So that's
still, would
21.
21. You give the check
I'm just
the
saying
desk
there's
a good check
you? There's
over.
a desk with
And
a quill and
It doesn't
Yeah,
look
chair
like
and-
it's magical anyway. You can't find any hidden compartments or anything like that.
It's just a desk.
It's just a desk.
And the stuff that's
The
on
ink
it is
and
a-
quill is actually very high quality, good for like mage spell store or scroll work and whatnot.
These might be useful for you, Akio. They should be very fine quality.
Is there anything else in the room?
I want to look under the couch,
Seems weird.
under the chair, and if it bites
Why
me,
would there just
someone
be
save
room
me.
over here?
I want to sit in the chair and see how comfortable it is. If I die, bring me back.
Okay.
Do I need to roll?
Go. I mean, I don't know what you're planning on.
I just
rolling
want to
yet.
sit in the chair.
You
See
wanna
if
roll
there's
to sit
something
in the
special
chair?
about this chair. Like,
No, you sit in the chair. You don't have to roll for it.
okay,
It's fine.
it's cool. All
It
right,
denotes-
It
you said-
groans.
he's got me really suspicious of this chair now.
Well, because I thought there was only a chair. I didn't hear the part about the desk. So I was like, why is there only a chair? There's torturing people.
It's a chair with a light on it.
Yeah,
The
that's,
chair
that's what I was
groans.
picturing in my head.
Yeah, the chair groans. But it,
What kind of groan?
I'm happy. What? No.
Okay.
All right, we're cool.
Well, this is.
And nothing else in the room of interest
Nope.
other than the desk. All right. Well, I didn't see anything in the desk. It didn't seem to be magical.
Why would you have a secret hideaway unless you were hiding something?
Do you remember seeing any inscriptions anywhere? Anything?
Let's
No.
try using the implements on the desk.
Okay, I'm gonna reach in and grab one of those papers if it's not a bird.
okay, it's not a bird.
Okay.
It is a normal piece of
I'm gonna
paper.
set it on the thing and I guess dip into the ink and just
Okay.
write.
Hello.
Hello, my name is.
Hello,
Echo.
world.
Yeah. Hello, world.
My name is Tom Riddle.
Echo. Echo. Hello, world.
Hello, world. So I mean, don't know what you're exactly expecting here, but
I don't know.
you write
I
down
think
hello
we're-
world, and now it says hello world.
We're missing the DM cues here. But I agree with you. This is odd that there's a room.
I know something has to be in here. Why would you have a secret room if there's not a secret in it?
Do we remember anything? What's the guy's name of the tower?
Zonthal.
Zonthal.
All right, Zonthal on paper. That's really stupid.
No.
Okay.
Like, no secret path
No,
space.
no, no.
Okay. Can I roll
Echo.
to see if there are any unchecked DM cues that I've missed?
That would be an insight check. I was just gonna say, can I roll an insight check to see if I can
We're
get
missing
a
something.
spark of something?
Sure. Go ahead and roll an insight check.
He shoots his bow.
23.
Hey, buddy.
The ink is very high quality for scroll work.
Okay, let's cap this ink and take it with us. We might want it
You
somewhere.
can make your spell scrolls happen.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Can you write on one of those pieces of paper like, "This is a fireball spell"? Just like, ta-da!
How long does it take to create one? Like,
Normally,
This
scroll
is a
work
this
takes
is a
like,
wish spell.
takes several days. in
okay,
order
so it's
to-
not something he could just test
Yeah.
out. And like, okay, go.
I mean, he
I'll-
could try writing the spell down.
It's okay. Okay. Fine.
Okay.
Okay. All
Write
right.
down the wish spell.
I don't even know that that spell exists. I'll just chromatic orb.
I wish there was a wish spell that I could
You'll
use.
write down kind of the complex arcane nature of chromatic orb.
Yeah.
Instantly, the paper turns into a scroll of chromatic orb.
I'm gonna hand it to
Holy!
Brum. Yeah. There you go.
You should have grabbed more papers.
I know. Now I only have 4.
Now you only have 4.
I shouldn't have torched him.
Okay. I'm gonna cork the ink and put it in my bag of holding.
All
This
right.
could be useful.
I'll put the scroll in my thing.
Do you take
Alright.
the quill as well?
Oh yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Perfect.
Yeah, you gotta keep the magic things together.
Yeah.
We found the magic item. All right,
So
now I'm less suspicious.
let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and head back out to the
Galaxy path.
space plank.
Rainbow Road.
Okay, so you're going to leave the library.
Rainbow Road.
Yeah, we're going
Yeah.
Rainbow Road.
Does the music start?
Don't get too close to the edge.
Shells hit you and they knock you off.
Meteor shells.
Meteor shells.
They're all blue. They're all blue shells, or they were at least green shells that time.
Alrighty. So, back onto the walkway.
Yeah,
What-
I'm gonna keep heading straight
Okay.
the way we were going.
I'll just follow behind Tavish.
Alright, so you guys
Nice.
continue along the walkway. You have to dodge another meteor swarm, but at this point it's just kind of, you see it coming and you're able to all duck down and take care of it. So you get to a weird little fork in the path. There's a small door straight ahead of you. There is a kind of a larger, more ornate door off to the left. It's actually more of an archway that you can kind of see just the hints of a lavish room beyond. And then on the right, you see it's sort of just. Oh, sorry. That's the one on the right is the archway with the lavish room. The one on the left is an
It's just
ornate
it's
door.
just a cackling maniacally door. That's what it is. It's just.
And
Come
then
to
the
me.
left is
So left is ornate.
there.
Left is ornate. Right is an archway.
Right is our archway. Straight ahead is a small door.
Small door.
No,
Yep.
no other like signs or any other kind of glyphs or anything.
Let's just pick one.
Fancy door. I like fancy.
The penitent man doesn't take the fancy door.
1 and 2 left, 2 and 3 straight.
Yeah, let's go.
Go
Let's
for it.
roll. Yeah.
3.
Straight ahead. Let's go.
Straight ahead.
Straight ahead.
So you all gear up, ready for whatever comes next. You turn the knob and open up the small door, and you see a storage closet. There's a lot of magical components in here. If you want, you can restock up on your magical components.
Oh, they got bat poop.
Yeah.
Needing that.
These are casting components, not what is it? The dust.
Not residuum. No.
Residuum. Okay.
Nope. This is basically like
Yep.
anything that you would need for
Okay.
a material pouch.
A crow's feather.
All right. Someone roll a d20. Odds to the left. Evens to the right.
4.
Right
Okay,
to the
We're
right.
gonna go to the right door, the archway.
So you guys head down the planks, kind of around this curving stone walkway, staircase. Still, again, just massive stars around you. And you approach what appears to be this very lavish room with a lot of cushions and everything, and a line of
Lavish rhymes
salt,
with cabbage.
a line of salt across the doorway.
Ooh.
And as you approach,
Stop.
Akio stops and kind of puts his hands out. Thornock bumps into him and pushes him a few feet before realizing that he needs to stop. And you see a figure kind of step around the side of the archway. Because, again, it's just like the archway is here and everything on the outside of the archway is just blank. So somebody steps from like the inside of the archway in this large red figure in what appears to be kind of like desert garb. He bends over and he goes, "Visitors! Do come in, do come in. It's been so long since I've had anyone to talk to."
There's a reason there's a salt. here.
What's this on the ground here?
That's to keep him in.
Investigation check on whatever he says.
Okay, that would be an
Insight.
inside check.
Insight.
That line of salt.
Yes.
Oh, that is the Mad Mage Zonthal's punishment for me for whatever it is I did.
21.
He's jovial.
Jovial.
He
Genuinely
seems-
jovial?
He seems like he wants to make friends rather quickly.
Wants out.
You see, Zonthal, if you haven't noticed, liked experimenting on elementals. And being one of the Ifriti, I am one of the most powerful elementals around. So naturally, he wanted to capture me and learn my secrets.
So does he have like a teeny tail?
He actually appears to have
Freeze
legs.
are actually
He has legs?
fire in the.
Yeah, they are fire
They
gin.
are
that's
fire
right.
gin.
That's right. The
They
gin.
don't grant
Okay,
wishes.
got it.
They don't grant
But
wish spells.
where are my manners? I am Taraz. And you are?
We are
the
the
broken spirit.
party of the broken spear.
Don't
And
give me your-
which one of you is party, which one of you is broken, and which one of you is the spear?
I do kind of chart like that. Was like.
Thornock's a spear.
That is actually
We're
what we call
broken.
ourselves collectively. My name is Tavish.
Nice to meet you,
And
Tavish.
You as well. I've never met an Ifriti before.
Well, I'm happy to be your first. Hopefully I make a good impression.
I am Brom, Grizios Curious. At
Nice to
your
meet
service,
you.
Master Jin.
I'm the wizard.
The
That's
wizard.
All, that's all I'm gonna give.
And then he turns to the half-orc.
That sounds about right.
Ah, yes. Well, anyway. I don't suppose that I could rustle up your help with getting me out of here. I would be very grateful, and
I don't know.
Ifrit's gracious nature is what I'm known for.
There's no problem at all. But what my good sir, I'm knowing that I do not know the general nature of the Mr. Zonthal. How do I know that you won't kill us as soon as we release you from your confines?
I have a way for you to gain our good graces, and we'll help you out. I can cast a zone of truth, and if you would kindly step into it.
Of course.
So I'm gonna go ahead and cast it.
Excellent.
So it's a ritual, right?
10 minutes?
No, because I'm a ranger.
You're a ranger.
I can just
You cast it.
yeah, it's one action cast time.
And where is it that?
I am going to cast it basically on the other side of the doorway.
So I think you have to draw on that, don't you?
And then everyone in that space
It
is.
just says you create a magical zone that guards against deception in a 15-foot radius sphere centered on a point of your choice within range. The range is 60 feet.
Perfect.
So I can go ahead and just create it. It is a saving throw. for him.
So hopefully.
An infected creature is aware of the spell and can thus avoid answering questions to which it would normally respond with a lie. Such a creature can be evasive in its answers as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
So
Okay.
it can tell white lies. Like,
No, it
No,
could just
like
it could just
grade.
not it could just
do
not respond.
Nope.
Plead the fifth.
There is a specific rule that I have in D&D, and that rule is even a half-truth requires a deception check.
Okay.
Because
So
there's no such thing as trying to only half deceive somebody.
So if he
wanna
says
deceive
something,
him,
it's
you
either
gotta
the
keep it
truth
quiet.
or he doesn't say anything at all.
Okay, I'm going to cast it.
Okay.
Boom. Boom.
And he is going to.
So
Let's start quickly.
Basically-
where are you from?
basically, I kind of, not really point, but kind of focus on an area on the ground, and you see this pulsing kind of white glow slowly come out, and then from inside, it's constant rings coming out of it. So when someone tells a lie, they do the like a lie detector, this wiggle thing type of thing. That's kind of how I've been able to determine how to read this.
All right, and what is your?
It is a charisma saving throw of 16.
Okay. All right, so he steps into the circle.
So on a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie within the radius.
Okay.
And you know whether each creature succeeds or fails its saving throw.
Okay. So he succeeded his saving throw.
So can he choose to allow it? Like, is it a willing? Because unwilling usually you roll, but does it allow for willing creatures to just, or is it always?
It's always a saving throw.
It's always a saving throw.
So, he
So it's
steps
kind of
into-
a like every turn he has to
Gotcha.
roll for. So I'm thinking like every
So
every
every
question.
use this one to
Yep.
ask him his name then, because
Uh,
he already told us.
Yeah. So let's like set up a baseline. Can you tell us your name?
Of
It's
course.
a polygraph.
Yeah, it's a polygraph.
Right.
My name is Teraz the Fair, as I said earlier.
Okay, and the thing just normal.
Yep.
So the next question is, tell us what you did that Zonthal trapped you in this room for. So this will be the next question, next round, roughly.
And don't worry, we've done some questionable things in our lives, so we're no judging here.
Yes.
This is
No
a
judge. This is a judgment-free zone of truth.
This is a safe space unless you make the half orc mad. Then it's no longer a safe space.
How long is this?
Right, Thornock?
10 minutes.
I will break you.
This is the first time I've ever got to use this.
Nice.
I picked it because I was like, this would be good to have against creatures trying to deceive us. I'm breaking Corey's plans.
So your question was, why did he trap?
Why did Zonthal trap you in the first place? So this was
First of all-
16 charisma,
He did make a save again.
and I know that.
Yes.
So
you know
I'm
that
kind
he
of taking all
you
this
know
with
that
a-
he made his save, whether or not he tells the truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't know,
Well, it's actually very simple. You see, Zonthal thought that I would hurt someone if I was summoned to this tower, and he wanted a elemental to play chess against. And he said that if I ever won a match, I could be free. But as you can tell, the wizard has never set me free, and no longer can. And again, you just kind of get the...
Yep. The normal. So far, it checks out. Do you guys have any other questions for him?
What's your intent once you get out of here?
No. He makes a save again.
Damn it!
Damn it!
He's got pretty good charisma.
I hear you so much.
He's
Yeah.
the genie from Aladdin. He's so.
Well, that's actually very simple. I plan on returning back to my home. I don't know if you've heard of it. The City of Brass?
Oh.
Indeed.
Yeah,
we are quite knowledgeable about the city of Brass.
You're like in the back, you're like, totally. We all know what the city of Brass is, but
Yeah.
for those of us that don't, let's
Yeah.
go ahead and just repeat that.
What do you remember? Tell me your favorite parts.
Yeah, we were thinking of going to, and I'll just spout the place where the feet were last.
Oh, yes, that is quite a nice bistro down there.
Bistro.
It's barbecue.
I mean, yep, he's telling the truth. It's probably a good bistro.
Wait. Yeah, he made a save.
As far as I know, he's telling the truth.
Well, we are all about helping people and making sure to uphold our contracts.
Wonderful. It's just as easy as breaking the line, my friend.
I would like to talk to this guy before we.
All right. You're gonna talk to him?
Yeah, I'm gonna talk.
Okay.
I want to make an intimidation check and inform him that if he hurts any of us, I will break his body physically.
Okay.
And then I will help it.
And tell him I'll break him emotionally.
And I'll wink at him, really intimidating, like.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check then.
And I will break you spiritually.
You
We're
want
just all gonna go.
Is he gonna? When you respond, you have to roll for his truthfulness, right?
This is the only condition.
Can I use my inspiration on it?
Yes, you can.
What do I roll with my inspiration?
Just advantage.
Yep, you roll advantage.
That's a natural 20.
Ooh. Okay, that's going to give him disadvantage on his charisma check. His smile tightens a little bit, and he says,
First of all, do I sense that
he did
failed?
not make his save.
Okay, so he failed it.
Yeah, so he failed his save. And he goes,
So he cannot speak a deliberate lie while in readiness.
and he goes, I would suggest you just let me free.
Bye, Felicia.
Do you express this to the rest of us? If not, I'd be like, well, I trust him. And
Well, so when he says this, you see the pulse go out from when he speaks, and it's just instead of just a well, it's like
Yeah,
crackling,
he's
just,
holding something back.
You know, like you guys can obviously tell after watching it. And
do you in our travels?
it seems you are trying to deceive us.
I almost let you go free.
No,
I just
Akio
don't
was
want to
like,
hurt. I don't care if you hurt Zonthal or any of his crony. I don't give a crap about that. Just don't mess with the broken spirit.
Can I
That's all I care about. I'm chaotic. I don't care.
Is that the deal then?
I would like.
I don't know. I
would
gotta
like.
check with my buddies.
I would like to. Let's see. Is it common knowledge that devils? I don't know that devils are in the fire plane, but do they like operate on the same thing of contracts and like
Usually
lawful
I
type?
mean,
this would be a history check.
yeah, you would probably want to roll a history check for that.
To tell if an Afridi has that kind of like
Alignment.
18.
yeah.
You do know that Afrides are lawful evil.
So if we were to enter in a contract, then it would be okay. I might even go so far as to say that we would encourage torching anyone in a purple robe on your way out.
Yeah, you can't help the cult if we let you go. No
What
way.
cult?
Yeah, we don't have a problem.
Do you mean that man that ran the other way?
Yes.
If you tell us who it is, I'll let you out, with the condition of not hurting any of us here.
All right. I promise to do you no harm.
Roll.
He does make his save.
Okay.
Is this a blood pact? I don't know.
His name was Iskandmead? No,
Iskander.
Iskander. That's it.
Alright. I also don't hurt him either. We're trying to find him.
Of course.
Everyone else.
And
Okay.
as soon as you get the salt out of the way, he steps out and he kind of stretches and lifts off the ground, and you can see that he's sparkling with magical energy, and then he claps his hands together and a fire elemental appears in the middle of you. And he says, I said I wouldn't hurt you. And that's where we're rolling initiative. Again.
I know it!
I need a stair walkway.
Okay.
And I was gonna hold an action to freeze him if he did anything. Damn it! I should have done that. Throw.
Them and their contracts and weaseling out of things.
So like this, let's say this
Why do we
was
ever
the
think we
this
can
was the
remember
room.
Lawful
Yep.
evil. We're so stupid.
We should get it in writing first.
Yes, you should always get a contract in writing. Full on legalese.
We need a lawyer.
We should just walk away.
You know, I'm fine.
Oh
with
come
that.
on! I wanted to see where this was gonna go.
But here's the
We
fun.
all did. We all did.
Here's the fun part. We never said we couldn't hurt you.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, and Thornock actually
he's like,
intimidated him.
I see what you
Remember?
did
He said if you cause any harm to us, we'll cause you physical bodily harm.
And mental.
Oh, yeah, and you said mental. I'll cause some spiritual damage because I said that too.
Okay.
Get
You can
out
continue
somewhere,
the
kinky tool.
walkway on if you want.
Come, boy.
So he is over here. We'll have him floating in the air.
He's huge.
And the fire elemental will be right here, actually. It'll have.
So this was the room that he was in, right?
Yep.
So there's the zone of truth. So is he
No,
Would-
he moved
came
out of
out?
it as soon as, yeah. Because it doesn't prevent him from moving.
I'm just placing this there so you
Yeah.
guys know.
In case anybody wants to tell the truth.
How
after
long
this.
did that fire protection scroll? How long did those ones last for the elementals?
They were probably 10 minutes.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
Good thing I've got one
Okay.
still,
Oh, I do too.
because
I never
I
used
didn't
mine.
use mine.
I didn't either.
I used mine.
Oh, no,
one of
mine's
you has
against
an
rock.
earth,
Sorry,
yeah.
mine's against rock.
Say what?
One of you is an earth element.
Yeah.
I used mine.
Because you had the rock and we had
You
the
had the
fires,
fire.
and he
Because I
used
didn't need the
last
fire
time.
because I had the cloak. Or the map. The
Alright,
Sap.
so I need everyone's initiative, please.
I rolled 5, so that's 10 total.
I rolled a 22.
Oof. You weren't kidding about the breaking his body thing.
Akio.
15.
Tavish.
15.
Okay,
You first.
so
You
the
have a
first
higher
up
axe.
is Thornock.
Did we take a long rest last time?
No.
Running pretty low.
Just want to sleep. We've been up for like 28 hours.
I hate how they. This is such a dumb. I mean, that's just a devil. It's
Yeah.
just a big devil,
Yeah.
right?
Pretty much.
But, like, unfortunately, that's like the Arab version of the Ifrit, right?
Yeah.
That's what it's supposed to be. Is it's supposed to be a good representation of that? And yeah, they just kind of look like devils.
I know. I wish they could be cooler.
Right.
All right, so Thornock, what would you like to do?
I'm going to make a reckless attack on him.
Ooh.
On
The
the
fire ultimate elemental or the Ifriti?
Nope, on him.
Nice.
You can't get to him.
Akio's in the way right now.
Akio and the fire elemental are in the way.
There.
Can he go around
I
it now?
have boots of flying. I can get to him.
Okay then.
Fly!
So the fire elemental is going to take an attack of opportunity against you as you move.
Even though he's technically
Whatever.
just shifting around him,
Well, he's going to be.
he's just
so I
basically
guess
hovering over his
Yeah, I
head,
guess
right?
technically. Yeah. So go ahead and move Thornock off to the side. No attack of opportunity.
So you're
still within the range.
He's above
hovering like
Akio,
here or
essentially.
something. All right.
Gonna fly like
I purposefully do not look up. I don't want to know what's going on.
Yeah.
You
Oh.
better.
You
not.
were like. I'm just gonna say this thing now. Salt. You're just like,
You know, this is some pretty quality salt. Yeah, put some in.
yeah,
there.
that's salt.
Is it? Hey, is it kosher? Like, what kind of salt is
Oh,
it?
it's,
Next for
it's
next
like-
time.
It's
like
dead
sea
sea
salt.
salt.
Yeah.
For next time.
Travis, you're on deck.
We'll have to do that.
It's from.
What was your first attack there?
It's from
So
the
for the
ice.
first
place.
attack, it is a total of 20 or 30 to
I bet ya.
30 to hit. Yeah,
That's
that'll
the sound
hit.
of my fireballs. That's the sound of double tap or double cross.
Yep, double cross. Speaking of double tap, did you see the Zombieland 2 trailer?
I'm so excited.
That's gonna be cool.
What was your damage there, Thornock?
rolling.
Rolling, I think he said.
Do you want to close that door?
Yeah.
I don't know where your dog is. It's right there.
He's looking out the window.
It's like, I want to know what's going on.
Trying to move the camera away.
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that
We
after.
slide it that way. Just a whole
10 p.m. They have 2 minutes.
16 damage
Yep,
on the
there we
first
go.
hit.
the problem is it
Okay.
makes it so he can't see.
Next.
What are you
attack.
doing?
Right here. I'm trying to get the camera out of.
Oh, out of that view.
So if we move the whole board that way, we can just.
I just putting it like this.
Pressing down. Oh, a cup. A cup.
Super quality that we have here.
Sorry, we experienced an earthquake.
30, 20.
I cast
on the
earthquake.
Okay, that is going to hit. Go ahead and roll damage.
Total of 19.
19 damage. Wait, 19 to hit or 19 damage?
Or 19 damage, sorry.
Hey, buddy.
Okay. Alrighty, so Thornock clicks his heels together to activate his boots, flips up and over the fire elemental, which kind of takes a lazy swipe but can't quite, get the attack of opportunity off. And then he lands, he hovers in front of the Ifrit and delivers a couple quick thwacks because it's bludgeoning damage. Thwack, 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 thwack. And he goes, "Oh, you're starting to piss me off." And Tavish.
I'm going to go ahead and
Some might say it's getting a little heated in here.
click my boots heels together
Okay.
to activate my boots of speed.
Boots of speed.
And I'm going to
And you don't take attack of opportunities when you.
I do, but it's just at a disadvantage.
Okay.
Nice. Super quick.
Get it. That is just going to be. Wow, I flipped right to the page. Go me. That is just going to be a 12 to hit.
That is a miss. So it takes a swipe at me
Yep.
as I bound backwards out of the way. And while I'm moving, go ahead and pull double cross out. And I'm going to fire twice at the 3D.
Okay.
First shot, obviously.
Yes.
Wait, was that a...
Your boots are a
that,
bonus.
I can't remember if that's yeah, bonus action, okay. Yep.
Nice.
That's 14.
14 will miss.
That's a miss.
First shot goes off into the void. Hopefully not to hit Ari on its way out.
Again. Try again.
It falls right as the bolt's coming.
Much higher. 31.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Made up for it.
Yep.
Correcting for wind.
You're like, oh yeah, the zero gravity stuff is weird.
Yeah.
Tavish doesn't.
He's
He doesn't.
flying
Yeah, he
by.
doesn't. He doesn't speed backwards. He just 2 ones.
No,
one and a two.
So 8 damage.
8 damage.
Whopping damage. Magic damage, so magic bullets.
Okay.
Magic bullets.
Magic tablets.
It slams against his shoulder a little bit, and you can see the little singe mark.
Mm-hmm.
A
And
magic
then
bullet.
Akio.
Okay. I'm too close to this guy to do attacks without disadvantage. So I'm gonna risk taking an opportunity attack, and I'm gonna move backwards into the zone of truth.
The Afridi will materialize a sword out of nowhere and slide.
Oh, that jerk! I thought he wouldn't attack me because he said he wouldn't. He broke his contract.
No, yeah, well, he didn't really have an actual contract with you.
Jerk.
That's a 29 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
Woof. Even the dogs know to get a contract in writing. Yeah, we failed.
So
She's
that's
written it in
a
that magic ink.
Oh yeah.
That's 14 regular damage,
Ouch.
slashing, and 7 fire damage.
So 3.
You should have been like, what level spells can you write?
Oh,
Write your highest level spell here, and then we'll let you out.
I'm going to
Here's a wish spell.
cast Chromatic Orb at
Okay.
the second level because I'm all out of first level spell.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw it at the Afridi dude, and I'm gonna do ice damage.
Okay. How many first level spell slots do you have?
Not enough.
No, I mean like normally.
Um,
I'm curious.
4.
Okay.
Not too many.
That's how many I have.
Okay. So
But he probably has like 4 2s and
that's
3
18 to hit.
18 will hit.
Okay, and that's
Hooray!
Yay, I actually did it. 40.
yeah.
48.
48 damage.
So it's gonna be 17. 21 plus 4, so 25 ice damage.
Okay, as this orb of ice comes out of the room, and
Cold damage.
Akio, what is something truthful that you say to the Afridi as you launch it at him?
I say.
Actually, roll your charisma check first.
Yeah,
Okay.
16.
Oh yeah. I have high charisma. I'm pretty sure. Where is charisma?
It's your main. You have a +2.
That's not
12.
bad. That's
So you
not bad.
fail, so you cannot tell a deliberate lie.
Okay, so I say. I feel terrible about letting you out. And I throw it.
And it slams into him, and just like frost covers half of his body. Actually soothes the bullet wound a little bit, though. So mixed blessings, I guess.
I guess.
4 is really the maximum you can get first level spell slots.
Yeah. I mean, after a while, you don't really want to cast your first level spells
No.
because they don't really do anything.
They're kind of like the bottom
They're
of the barrel.
Yeah,
they're
they're-
utility spells,
exactly.
right?
The fire elemental is going to make 2 slam attacks at Thornock.
Boom, boom.
The first is a crit, and the second is a 19.
Two
Wow.
crits.
Well, it's not a crit. It's almost a crit. Don't you have something on crits? Who has something on crits?
Your Lunera did.
Lunera had.
And then I have one on.
That's right. She could turn a crit. into
Hex.
Oh, a 19 into a crit.
Mine
right?
does. If I have a hex blade on them, then it does it as well.
Okay. All right. So the first one.
What's that?
Yeah, I don't have anything that changes it, so
Alrighty.
he crit me.
He crit you. Don't get too excited there, Tavish. Crit! So the first one is going to be...
I suddenly remember back to when we were at Pony Hill, and I was like, that was that sound in the room above me that one night.
15 fire damage.
And boom goes the dynamite.
And you are ignited. You're ignited one, so you'll take 1d10 fire damage at the start of your turn. And then the second attack hits you, because it's one lower than a crit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good rolls. Good rolls, DM.
Thank you. Pat myself on the back. And that one will be 12 fire damage, and you are ignited for a second time.
Oh no.
So
You're
you'll be
double
taking
ignited.
More damage.
We will now have to call you immolated.
Braun, it is your turn.
I am going to look at these jerks with much disregard for safety and other protocols of nice things. And I'm going to cast at the 4th level. My last 4th level spell. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers
Okay.
on the Ifrit.
Alrighty. This is
The one time Ari's not
the
here,
one
we are
time Ari
focusing
is...
these free.
I know, right? I mean, there's two choices.
Wisdom saving throw
And if
17.
we
For Ari watching at home afterwards, don't know what to tell you.
This is what happens when you.
not intentional.
We don't like authority. You can't tell us to do something. We'll do it naturally.
Or not.
Dang it, Dad!
So
Stop
what
telling
was
me to
the-
take the garbage out. Do it when I'm ready.
Wisdom saving throw 17.
He makes his save.
Okay, on a successful save, half damage.
Okay.
So that's going to be 12, 18, 23 total damage psychic.
23 cut in half.
Cut in half is going to be, what was that?
11.
No, hey,
Yeah.
don't. You guys, I was gonna say, don't stand on the
So
floor
11,
tiles, but
11
that's
psychic
kind of
damage.
exactly what you do.
Okay.
And the whispers, I'll be like, well, you've been in there for a really long time. You look like you've gotten really old. You might be too rusty for this. They might be too cool. I don't know. You might just lose.
No.
It would.
No.
It would really.
It's the elementals who are
It's the
wrong.
elementals who are wrong. No, it's the party members who are wrong.
It's the children who are wrong.
It would really suck if you got out of here only to die immediately.
Well, thank you for that. Is there anything else you'd like to do?
I think there wasn't a breeze in this place, so that salt would have gone away a long time ago.
Right? He's sitting there like.
Move, damn it.
Come on! For my bonus action, I would like to.
I wouldn't give her one hit.
We did get a short rest earlier.
You
though,
guys
right?
got a short
Okay.
rest earlier, yes.
I'm going to cast Hexblade's curse on him. Dang it! I should have done that first because I get a +5 to damage rolls. Yeah, I'll just cast it on him. Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty.
So that's it.
So he snarls and he
Pull the
brings
button.
his scimitar back and he goes, I will burn you all to cinders. And then he points the scimitar at the elemental, at which point a gout of flames comes from the scimitar and starts making his monster grow, as it were.
That's Rita Repulsa.
So it is going to be affected by an enlarged spell. Certain change angle so the Thorn can see it. Nope, it's too big.
It's too powerful.
Don't worry, guys. We're good. We're good. That's the largest elemental that we've printed. So we're all right. He can't go bigger. There's no way.
Okay, joke's on you. I've been printing in secret.
Why did you tell me?
I ordered this off.
And then that is his turn. Thornock, it is your turn.
So that dude's like
You're
three
the
times
little
our
speck
height.
behind the big flamey
Yeah,
thing.
basically there's just this huge whirlwind of flame that has vague human features in it at this point.
So like far.
Yeah, I'm still attacking the demon guy.
You're still attacking the Ifriti?
Yeah,
I don't know whether it's Ifrit or
reckless
Ifriti.
attack again.
Okay.
There's a chance that
Ifrit,
he
I
goes
think.
down and this goes away, right? I mean,
There's no idea.
I've heard
though,
people
what's
say
gonna
Ifrit.
That's a natural 20.
Nice.
Let's look it up.
Ifrit.
happen. I told you I would
Ifrit,
break.
Ifrit sounds French. Afridi sounds like Middle Eastern. And Efrit sounds American. So,
Yeah.
you tell me.
How do you spell E-F-R-I-T-T-I?
Efreeti.
T-I. Afriti.
E-F-R-E-E-T-I?
Just go on D&D Beyond. They have their...
Pronunciation. Guide,
Pronunciation.
it's true. But I don't want to see the stats.
So total.
You mean the tiefling typeling?
36 damage.
36. Wow.
Efreet.
Ifrit.
But there's no... That's without an I at the end.
Okay, because there's an I at the end.
That's with the I at the end. So. There's another...
Second hit is a total of 30 to hit.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage.
There's another way to spell it. I-F-R-I-T-S. Efforts.
Efrit. Let's look at it from here.
That's a total of 19 damage.
Okay. You bludgeon him rather badly.
Bonus action surge.
Okay, another 2 attacks.
I'm trying not to look at the stats. Alright, turn the volume up.
Efreet.
Efreeti.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
That's how Keyleth says it.
Hold on, I
Keyleth?
want to make sure that I can actually action
Every-
surge.
Yeah, it's Marcia Ray.
Where I used a reckless-
I don't think reckless attack is a bonus action. I think you can just declare it.
Yeah, can I do it a second time? Or I get another round of attack?
Go away before I reckless attack you a second
I
time.
mean, if
It's
you're
like
getting
once
a full
per
another
round, or
if
does
you're
it
getting-
Let's see.
should say on the thing?
When you make your first attack on your turn, you can decide to attack recklessly. Doing so gives you advantage on melee weapon attack rolls using strength during this turn, but attack rolls against you have advantage on your next turn.
So would I still have reckless attack?
Yes, it affects all of your attack rolls for the turn.
Cool.
It's a natural 19, so 19 plus 12,
That'll hit.
31. It is 16 points of damage for the first hit.
16, okay.
Get a bigger one for posterity.
14 plus 12, so 26 to hit.
That'll hit.
And that's 14 points of damage for the second one.
Okay. Still alive. You are battering him down, and he's trying to block as many strikes as he can, but he looks a little worried at this point. Tavish.
I'm going to use Slayer's Prey on him.
Slayer's Prey.
And so the bonus action, he gets marked. First attack. That is 22.
22 will hit.
21 damage.
Let's see. Okay, 21. Go ahead and roll your second attack. He's still alive.
Ugh. 14.
14 will miss. So miraculously, your hit strikes pretty true, And he's just like, he's looking very panicked at this point, but he is still alive. Akio.
Alright, I'm gonna whip out another chromatic orb, twirl it around in my hands, and just throw it, and I'm gonna say something truthful, but I'll figure that out later. So that'll be 20 to hit.
20 will
Something
hit.
truthful. I am attacking you. I mean, you don't have to say anything.
And this
But
is gonna be
if you do say
again,
something,
just
it
at
has to be the
second
truth.
level. I'll do the ice damage again, or cold damage. And that'll be.
Oh, Thornock, I forgot to roll fire damage for you.
That was really good. That's 30 cold
8
damage.
fire damage. 30 cold damage.
Yeah, that was actually really good. I got 2 8s on my.
So he's blocking Thornock's attack. He gets hit with Tavish, which opens him up, and this orb of cold just hits him and just like blasts through like from here up, and then the rest of him like kind of burns up in fire, and his flaming scimitar falls and clatters against the walkway before falling into the abyss.
Is it like?
And I saved
slide
on
off
my.
real slowly.
I saved on my charisma,
toast
so I don't
then?
have to say
He's
anything.
toast.
He is toast.
Yep. But the elemental, so the elemental shrinks back down because that spell is no longer affecting it because the caster is dead. But it does not disappear because that's not how conjure elemental works. Apparently.
Then I'll use the rest of my turn to just go and get further back.
Staying alive.
Stay alive.
Okay. Then it is... That was Akio, so it is the Fire Elemental's turn. The Fire Elemental is going to make its attacks on Thornock again. That was its last kind of general attacking area, and it has advantage because of Reckless Attack. So the first one is going to be a 16 to hit.
Does not hit.
Okay. The second attack is going to be a 25 to hit.
Barely hit.
Barely. So that's going to be 9 fire damage, and you have another stack of Ignite on you.
Okay.
And then it is Brom.
All right. I'm going to cast a cantrip called Chill Touch.
I think it's been a long time since somebody's cast a cantrip.
I know, right?
Yes.
So there'll be cantrip.
Little necromancy.
Yes.
Little necromancy
I'm going to
spell.
use Chill Touch, and I want to. He
The
needs to
reverse
make
of
a
that.
save.
That's a pretty good cantrip.
Let's see. Hold on.
Firebolt?
Yeah.
D10.
I need to make a ranged spell attack. First time I use natural freaking 1. Never mind.
Okay.
So I go and I'm like, I haven't tried this spell before. It's gonna be awesome. And then like what's supposed to be this like skeletal hand that like latches on is like this little tiny like puny cat arm. It's like, ooh.
Did you get some healing from him dying, by the way?
Yes, because I had it on the 5 hit points. Thank you.
Okay. Anything else that you'd like to do?
That's it. And I'm like, well, that fizzled, and I would like to use the rest of my movement to turn and run as far as I can. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
You got lucky there with that placement.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Just outside.
Yeah.
Didn't notice that. Thornock, it's your
When he
turn.
went huge, I was in his space.
Yeah.
So, when he went small, do I get an opportunity attack because he went out of my space?
Not unless he got to engulf you in flames when you
No,
went big.
never mind.
Okay.
Scratch that. No rules.
You're like, well,
No rules, lawyer.
Okay.
Yeah,
So I'm going to do my usual thing and attack.
Okay. Just regular attack or reckless attack?
I'm going to go regular.
Okay. I'm so proud of Thornock
It's
for finding
17
reckless
plus
attack.
12,
I've
so
been waiting. That'll hit. That's something that like barbarians can really use if they're not worrying about hit points, which
They aren't.
they aren't. Barbarians.
I was not worrying about hit points. I wanted to kill that guy.
Yeah.
First one is 17 damage.
17 damage. Okay.
It's 29 again to hit. I rolled a 7.
Yes, that'll hit. Oh, and I need to give you some fire damage.
13 points of damage. Give me my fire damage because I did not do anything to poke.
What was your total again? Sorry.
13 for the second hit.
Okay. And you take a total of 10 fire damage at the start of the turn.
Incinerate.
Tavish.
I am going to use bonus action and plop Slayer's Prey on him.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and try to attack him. Hopefully roll a little better than last time. 28.
28 will hit. This will be your last 2 before a reload, right?
Yes.
Out of the box.
You want to make me reroll it?
Out of the box is always a reroll.
All right. I got better. From an 8 to a 9.
Better than the inverse.
5. That's a 23.
23. Okay.
23
Next
damage.
attack.
That was my last attack before reload.
You've done... Is it 5 shots or
6.
6?
6 shots.
You've only done 5 shots.
Oh. Sorry, I keep thinking 2 per.
Yeah, it's 2 per turn, so...
Natural 20.
Natural 20.
Natural
Alrighty.
on the last bullet.
Nice.
And you're like, strike true.
Right.
I love you.
You're my favorite.
So roll twice, right?
Yes, roll the damage dice twice.
Alright, so that's
Did you roll your Slayer's Prey on the first one, by the way?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
I don't get it on the second one though. 14. 14 plus a 17 's 31.
14 plus 17?
Yeah.
31.
Yeah.
31 and then plus 5, so 36 damage.
6 would be
36. Wow. That second one definitely disrupts it and it's looking very, discorporeal at this time.
Nice. And that's my turn.
Bring him down, bring him down.
Akio.
Alright. Oh, I forgot to mark a spell. Okay. I'm going to use my last second level spell slot. I'm having good luck with Chromatic Orb today, so I'm just going to do another one.
Do it.
For some cold damage. I'll roll orange this time. Is that 6? So that'll be 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
Yeah.
And you're doing cold damage again?
Yeah. So that's going to be 15. Wow. 4 5s. So 20 damage plus 4. 24
Nice.
cold damage.
And in the usual fashion with these fire elementals, you just dissipate it completely and make a nice column of steam.
It goes off to the
Oh, and let me
void.
make my check because I'm in that thing. 13. So
You fail it.
I say, oh, sauna.
That's the truth.
We know the mind of Akio as he's fighting now. Ooh, sauna.
Okay. That is the end of combat. Thornock, would you like to use an action to pick yourself, bring yourself out there, or peg yourself out?
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
He just kind of, we walk in the room, we're all looting, and he's just like, oh, smoldering.
Alright, guys. I'm pretty low on skills.
Just for everyone's metagaming now, I'm officially below half health.
Woo! Well, let's fix that, shall we?
It's about time.
But your
This
half
fire
health
elemental
is
does.
still more health than I am right now.
Yeah.
I'll let you know.
Yeah, so I have 72 health.
Yeah, that's like my max, almost.
That's better than some monsters.
You are literally a meat bag.
This is Thornock, a.k.a. Meatbag.
All right. So since everything is disintegrated, I want to see what's in the room that he's been messing with for however long he's been in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does it smell of Djinn body odor?
Gin body.
Djinn body odor.
It smells like gin body odor.
Okay, not body, not Djinn.
Gin and body odor.
Not Djinn. He's in there using gin to burn things.
While we're walking, can I drink a potion, a superior healing?
Sure. Go ahead and drink one and add your total and everything. You don't actually find anything in this room. It's pretty bare. Everything is like lavish cushions, but it all seems to be just like stuff that the Ifrit created so that he could be comfortable.
What's
Is it all slowly like
what's the
disappearing?
What's the save for your
Zone
Zone
of
of Truth?
Truth.
16
16.
Dex or charisma.
Charisma. Which you're
I
proficient,
succeed.
Yeah.
And
No,
I
it's
tell
been-
a lie while I'm in the circle.
It's been created long enough, like he's maintained it long enough that it doesn't disappear. So you can take a couple lavish cushions if you want.
Lavish.
I mean, if Ari were here, she probably would, but
Yeah.
she's in a portal somewhere.
No, if there's nothing that's like golden or gilded, then I'm not interested.
Yeah, let's go to the
I
other
don't-
door.
I was gonna say I don't know about you guys, but we have one more door,
Yeah.
Let's do
and
it.
then
It's driving me nuts.
hopefully
Let's
we
go.
can get out of this tower and go find Ari.
Let's go find this.
We need this blue dragon.
Time is-
Before we leave this room,
Yeah.
is there a pillowcase that I can steal?
You can have a Jin's.
for a new blood cloth.
Yeah, there is definitely a like Ifrit red pillowcase on one of these pillows.
Has tassels.
Yeah, I'll take one of those.
Does it have cross stitch on it? Like Miss You?
I want the tassel leaf.
There's also, if you want it, there's also one of those open like desert vests in red. That seems to be right your size.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, I'll take that
That's
too.
hot,
That'll
yeah.
be my date night get up.
If I had one, this is what I'd wear on a date. If I had one. Alrighty, so that is this room.
Whew. Guys, I don't know how we're even alive right now, but let's
We got this. Anyone else need help? I've
let's
got
keep
potions.
trudging. I think I'm good. What about you guys?
I've actually
okay?
got an inkling. I might have. Can I ready a potion of fire resistance for the next section that we get into? Is that
I'll
the
just
thing?
hand you the scroll. Oh wait, you have the
Is
scroll.
that the thing I can do?
What was that?
Dang it! No, I have potion of
I
lightning
have the
resistance
scroll.
and cold resistance. Let's keep one of those at the ready, shall we?
By the way, 2,250 experience points each for
2250.
the Ifrit and Fire Elemental. And then an extra 300 points for the Amazing Zone of Truth and role-playing aspects.
Yay.
So 2,550.
2,550, yeah.
130,000
Yes.
roughly.
I'm at 120.
I was really-
5.
I was really happy about.
I'm at 120 and 147.
Yeah,
Right there.
it was definitely a good, like, kink in my plans.
No king chain.
No kink chain. Yeah.
That's a good spell to have, though.
And it definitely prevented at least a surprise.
If he wouldn't have kept succeeding, then I would have been more like grilling on him, like let's figure this out.
Yeah.
But it's
But
like,
basically-
you just don't know.
But basically, I was just like, well,
Alright, so
I
you-
think
you
he's
guys
hiding
move-
something, but
I kind of want to spring the trap.
yeah.
I like springing traps.
Hey, clear this damn tower.
Bring the
Get all the XP. Get all the loot.
Do you guys move to the last room?
Yes.
Okay.
We will move to the last room.
All right.
We'll go up to the door because he said it was a
Yes, it's
ornate
just like a
doorway.
large ornate set of double doors.
Check the traps.
And I'm gonna go.
Yoo-hoo!
I'll open the door.
Okay. Good. We would know if it's a trap for sure if someone knocked back.
Yes, that is exactly how traps work. The door is not trapped.
That was my sleight of hand check. Okay.
Two massive hourglasses occupy this irregularly shaped chamber. It's kind of like in a figure eight almost. It's got like an eight.
Is there
Almost
a?
like two
Like a
domes
reactor?
with like a small center in the middle. Their glass globes are nearly 15 feet across, and with each hourglass rising almost to the ceiling 30 feet overhead. Each is suspended by chains, pulleys, and gears in such a way that it can be turned over to set its sand running. Slumped against the wall at the far side of the chamber is the cultist who called you from the balcony of the tower. His dark robes are charred and torn, and a blue dragon mask is clutched in his red-stained hands.
It's Scamander.
Scamander, I hope that's this. Are you? What's your name?
Scamander, what is your name? That's like me going, Preston, what's your name?
There's
Hail! Who goes there?
no response. Go ahead and roll me a medicine check.
Oh, shiz, he's dead.
17.
He's dead.
Mother trucker.
Do you know how he died?
It looks like he's been dead for a few hours now.
It took too
We
long.
are too slow. Can I?
But
Is
there's
it
the
an
mask.
illusion?
There's the
Is there?
mask.
Yeah, I want to go get the mask and see. if
Is
it's an
he
illusion.
considered an object at this point?
He's no longer alive. So
Is a corpse an object? That's the question
yes,
of
that
the
is
evening.
the reason I'm asking that is because if he's an object, then I can cast animate objects on him and have him
We get it, birdies!
give us the masks without triggering any traps.
No, he's not. You're
can cast
thinking,
suggestion.
you're thinking of a very different necromantic spell that's specifically
Called
designed
Animate
for
Dead.
corpses.
Yeah.
You should
Not
cast
just-
animate dead and then suggest.
I would not necessarily like
I
animate him, but
suggest-
just get him to like bring me the mask bed. Okay, that makes sense. All right, I'm going to use my mage hand,
Oh, good job.
and I'm going to attempt to. First, I want to
pry it from his cold dead
Is
fingers.
there any sense of a trap that he's triggered recently or like set on his dead body?
No.
I will use a mage hand to grab the mask.
Right before you do, are the grains of sand running in the
No,
hourglasses?
they're at the bottom of the hourglasses.
Okay.
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 I will grab the mask, and if nothing happens when the mage hand grabs the mask, I will remove it from his body.
So it's kind of clutched tightly in his grip. So your mage hand has to like form a crowbar and like pop, 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 pop all the
Okay.
fingers off. But eventually, like it grabs it and it kind of does a little like poke through the eyes and lifts it up and carries it back.
Is it
to
like
you.
a Loki mask from like the what's his name?
The mask.
The mask, yeah.
It looks more like a dragon face.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's a dragon thing. All right,
Like the little fins and maybe the top half.
Yeah.
I'll
The-
Yeah.
And then it's
slowly-
got like a single horn coming out of the top of it, signifying that it is a blue dragon mask.
well, I'll bring it slowly back to the group.
Okay.
And who wants to touch it? There you go.
I touch stuff all the time. And I'll
Okay.
take it.
You feel it resonating with magic as you hold on
Like
to it.
Thanos.
Yeah. Not quite, but you do feel the magic resonating off of it.
I want
So
to
go ahead and add the blue dragon mask to your inventory.
Oh my gosh, cool.
Brom
That's so cool.
feels a little remorse for not getting there in time, and so he's going to.
You
say-
take mage head, you pat him on the
I'm
head.
going to throw a little prayer up for whatever God is listening at the moment to watch over his dead soul, and hopefully he doesn't get sent to the Nine Hells or something. I don't know.
Push him into the void.
Yeah, go somewhere in between so you don't end up in her clutches.
Does anybody have an attunement slot
I don't,
available?
but I could get one.
Because I'm sensing, I'm not cheating, that you would need to be attuned to this. To get any
that would
benefit.
take you a long rest. So too.
Oh yeah,
Yeah. I mean, I've got the stone of luck I can drop, but it just depends on what it is.
yeah. Okay. Well, we need to get it identify its properties before we can.
I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would probably be a good
Gather
idea.
away.
I have
Only
I have
somebody
a-
had a identify magic spell.
Oh, heck yeah, I
I have a ring of poison resistance. I could probably pop off temporarily if needed to attune to it.
Okay. I don't have identify.
I know.
I can add it to my spellbook and then swap it out, but I'll have to spend the time to copy
Yeah.
it and whatever.
that's that's gonna
Yeah.
take
I'd like
a
to
little
look
bit.
around the room, see if there's any
Go to room an
inscriptions.
Arcana check.
It's a 12 plus 13, so that's 25.
You're feeling faint magic coming from the hourglasses
Wait a
themselves.
second. It might be like time turners. Maybe we can like turn back time enough to where he's not dead.
I mean,
Okay,
he was one of the cult, alright?
Are they upside down?
I mean, he was trying to get out.
so
but,
they're,
yeah.
it's at the bottom, right? Are they affixed to the table if I go and like?
No, they're on like chains. You
Yeah,
can,
there's like
pull 'em
chains and
and
pulleys.
flip them.
And when I say big, I mean they're 15
They're
feet wide and 30 feet
I'd like to
tall.
look for the implement that would turn them. Like is it
Yeah,
obvious?
it's just like a pulling. Yeah.
Okay, I'll pull on it.
Go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Knock. Let's see, strength.
I heard I was needed for a strength check.
That's a 14 because I have a plus.
So
0.
Brom starts like trying to pull on one of these pulleys.
I'm hanging on it, like
And-
dangling.
Thornok comes over and just grabs and starts pulling.
20.
Yeah, that's enough.
20 anything.
20.
Like pulls the chain out of the ceiling.
So, you guys hear this horrendous, like, gear-rending sound as the hourglasses, like, tip over as one and the sand starts coming down the other way. Nothing magical happens. It appears whatever magic these things originally contained is gone now. But as you guys watch, you do see that these tiny little, every now and then, just a tiny flick of something sparkling within the hourglass itself that tinkles to the ground. That doesn't look quite like sand.
Can
I'm
I?
afraid to break it because it might be more fire elementals.
Dispel magic on the glasses.
Or Thornock, can you fly up there? Well, he's not magical. Can you fly one of us up there to look at the
You
thing?
can fly you
To
over
closer? Does your boots have?
Yes.
Can
Yes,
you-
I can.
Can you pick me
I
up?
still have.
Can I? If he picks me up, can I go look
Yeah,
and see
so
what
I
it is?
pick a Brahm and we go up and look.
That's a 19 plus what is it? Investigation.
Yeah.
That's going to be 24.
You see that there are, I mean, they're very minor, like very hard to see, but you see tiny diamonds within each of the hourglass. Not many, just a few.
I don't want to break the glass.
I break the glass.
Or attempt to.
What
Or
what was
attempt to.
your attack roll?
Well, I rolled a natural 20 on my deciding if I'm going to hit it or not. I will do an attack roll.
Okay.
That's only a 4. So I see it, I pull my dagger, I try and hit the glass, and it's like, tink!
No, you get it.
Oh, it worked!
Yeah, because your attack bonus is more than one, right?
Oh, you're right, it is more than one.
Yeah.
This
This
is going
thing
to
does
be...
not have a good AC.
Okay, Dagger of Venom is plus 10 to hit.
Point to the glass.
Go ahead and roll damage.
Roll damage, this is going to be a 1d4 plus 4.
So is there ground underneath, or is it just an open hole?
There's ground underneath.
That's going to be 6 total. Damage.
6? Okay. So you kind of start cracking it a little bit.
Thornock, can you help me? There seems to be diamonds inside.
Thornock, would you like to help in breaking this glass?
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
of course I do.
Roll your attack, and
Use
this
my
thing
axe.
counts as an object, so you get extra damage against it.
I'm like, tink. He's like, boosh.
It's more like
Fly the blade.
shear through.
17
Actually.
plus 12.
Yeah, that'll hit. Go and roll damage. Because it's so sharp against non-living material, it's probably just like cuts through the top
Already
of
my
it.
mage hand to catch whatever diamond pops.
Well, you're up above it, right? So you
20,
have to turn it the
24
other way
damage.
to dump it out.
24. So that's enough to shatter the glass.
Okay.
You guys kind of watch as the sand falls down the pile. You sift through it and you pick up.
Was that only didn't both of them turn?
Yes.
Were they both? Were we seen sparkles in both?
Yep. So you guys got one.
Need to
So you
break
guys
another one.
find 3 tiny diamonds, and quickly appraising them, you believe that they are probably worth 100 gold pieces each, but it does look like they have a spot of transmutation magic on them, and if you can use a bonus action to teleport to a space you can see up to 30 feet away, consuming the diamond in the process.
So it's like a face step on a diamond?
Yep. I'll give that one to you. That one doesn't require too much magical talent to realize it's sort of
think we
like a
should-
face step on a diamond.
We should probably.
Should we break the other one? Let's break the other one.
Let's get the rest of them.
Let's do it!
Okay, so you quickly work together and shatter the other hourglass, and you find 6 more diamonds in that one.
9 total.
So 9 total diamonds.
So let's-
You can teleport 30 feet.
30
so
feet.
it's
Hey,
not-
let's give each one of us 2
Yeah.
that's currently here, and we'll save one for Ari.
It's probably
Okay.
better.
So you want
sell it,
to
'cause
you
I
want to
don't
add
know.
a just add
Is it a specific item?
no just add teleportation diamond,
Oh.
and I'll give you the page number.
Teleportation, kind of face step in quotation.
What's the page number?
It is 74.23.
74.23.
Okay. Let's see what you got.
So teleportation down.
Wah, 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 wah.
And that
And
is
that is teleport. Is a bonus action.
bonus action. Yep. And then it's 30 feet to a spot you can see.
All right, I think we need to get out of here.
You do have the blue dragon mask.
I know. We need
And
to.
you've
we need
cleared
to
the
go.
tower.
I don't know what happened to Ari, but
We can
I don't think
figure
we.
that out afterwards.
Yeah, I mean, there's no telling where she went. We don't know. We don't have enough
we
understanding.
need
of
to
this place.
look for her, don't
Yeah. Is there anything in this room that would give us an indication of the planar nature of this place where she might have ended up?
Guys,
No.
isn't Blagothkus? Didn't he float us here?
Yes, he is.
Yes.
He's waiting out. He's waiting
I
a mile
wonder.
outside the
I
village.
feel like he's wise. Like maybe he knows something that
I
can
don't think
help
I have.
us. I don't know.
I'm trying to see if I have.
He seems
anything that would
ancient,
be-
is what I'm trying to say, and he maybe would
Useful.
understand this place way more than we do.
Yeah. I mean, I could just jump off the edge and find out what happens.
I'm just afraid you'll go out a different portal
That's
than
true.
Ari did.
You'll end up in
We'll use the
another
rope.
plane.
Yeah.
He's the rope.
Last time we did that, the rope cut in half. Remember
Oh,
when I went
that's
through the
true.
painting?
That's true.
You went out one side and I ended up in the other
That
side.
didn't work very well.
That's what I'm afraid of.
I say we just backtrack.
Yeah, I think we just gotta go. She would. I mean,
Thanks for the follow.
she would do the same. They're the great, the greater goods at stake here.
I like it.
Greater
Let's
good.
do it.
Good.
So you guys head back through the cosmic hallway, leaving the dead body of Iskander behind. You head back through to the teleportation room that you guys came to.
Can I before we
Remind
go?
me, did we say something to him? We
If
said
you'd like to, yeah.
we said we would come, or like he was saying, please come quickly. We didn't enter into contract with him saying that we would absolutely do it or not.
Yeah,
But we came.
and then he got attacked.
He was
Yeah,
requesting
okay.
your aid.
Before we leave,
And
I'm
did
gonna.
he have any special requests other than that? Just saving him
Nope.
from. He's already dead, so
Yeah.
I don't see any reason.
Get me out of here, and
As
I'll
just
give you dragon
respect
mask.
for him following through on his end of the bargain, I will ignite his corpse so that he can not be
Okay.
trapped
Go
in
to
this
the next life.
dungeon for forever.
And then he
So
wakes
you,
up.
you head back to the teleportation room, and again, that is the symbols that you see.
We need the main floor, which was the.
Where are we?
Oh
currently?
no, because the one of them takes us to that the circle thing, the sundial. That one.
The sundial takes us to the teleportation room where we first came in.
Yeah.
So we need to find the closest teleport, which was in the dungeon, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
we'll go back
that's
to that.
where you guys are
elevator.
now. Is you're in the
Okay.
dungeon.
So then
Okay.
we'll hit that like
We'll
triangle.
do the
and
sundial
jump
one.
over
The
the
sundial?
sundial.
Okay.
one.
So after a few moments, after hitting the sundial, you all disappear and reappear at the entrance to the maze outside Zonthal's tower. Ahead of you, you see the clear, direct path to the tower.
The light.
There is no more maze to block your way. It is just
Like a
walk
hedge,
straight
no?
through to the tower. Yep,
I
just
really
like a
wish
nice
we could find
hedgerow
out
garden.
how this worked. We could do put this at our mansion back home.
It isn't too long before you hear the screaming start, and you turn around as you hear a roar overhead as a giant blue dragon passes over the village and a blast of lightning rocks through one of the buildings.
First guy we saw at the very beginning, blue dragon.
No, he was a green
Go
dragon.
ahead and roll me a
at-
perception
at
check.
Greenest, I'm pretty sure he was a green
Greenest.
dragon.
I'm pretty sure 16 plus history.
Yes.
Okay, that'd be 16 plus 8. That is going to be 14.
The bard is good at recognition. This is the first dragon that you guys saw at the Battle of Green.
So we meet again.
And as you guys watch
Full
him
circle.
passing over the village and causing a blast of lightning, you see a figure stepping out from the rubble, she pushes off a few wooden planks and guides a few people out, and then Ari just locks eyes with the dragon and starts parkouring up the wall to try and get at him. And we end as the dragon rears around and she starts like a high kick towards it. And that's where we're end tonight.
Nice.
Oh.
Yeah, join us next time for the feast.
Did we get a long rest?
Nope.
Nope.
Nope. We're screwed.
Really, really glad I saved my ring.
We can't
Yeah.
attune to the dragon mask either.
Here, you guys fight. Give me a minute.
Oh, I need like
Give me 8
hours.
By the way, the dragon's name is
I remember you told us a long time ago.
Lenithon.
Yes.
Lenneth.
Yep.
Lenneth.
No, we'll do that in a sec.
Enemies.
Yep. Because it is just about, it's pretty late. So congratulations for clearing Zonthal's tower and grabbing the blue dragon mask. Another 1,000 experience points for completing a quest of the magnitude. So that means that we need a total of 3,650 experience points to give to Ari on her next.
Deal.
time
We're at-
doing this.
We should be 135.07.
Yeah, 135. Was
Okay,
that's
so
what I'm
that last one, I'm sorry, I was doing the notes.
1,000 more.
1,000
Another
got it.
one. Yep.
And then I will put Ari's in right here. One moment. Switch creations.
Well, my new dice were pretty kind to me this turn.
Broken
That's
Spear.
because I rolled the average out of them the
Army.
first time.
What should my experience be?
1,000.
Or 100,
Sorry,
130,000.
Can't talk.
507.
Yeah.
Okay, because I'm at 129,850.
So you should
So
be.
you're in the ballpark, but
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes Corey will give some experience for certain things. So you're probably that's probably
Yeah,
right.
I'm probably good.
Sounds about right.
I know one of our other games, XP is given out on like a per roleplay basis or per like cool things in combat, and it's kind of hard because we're all so different. No one knows.
How much was the
No
total?
one knows
again?
how much we
3,000
have.
for Ari?
3650.
3650. Okay, I have added.
And I'm giving inspiration to Tavish tonight for his Zone of Truth. And I'm also giving inspiration to Thornock for his amazing intimidation.
Good job, Thornock.
Okay, got it.
But not all those sweet combat.
Well, I mean, you got the experience for combat in combat.
Nice.
That's your reward
Yeah.
for combat.
Yeah, I mean,
If you're watching
You
this later, Colby, I got your stuff in. Your experience already put in, and your diamonds. Let me put that in.
Yes. Diamond.
Diamond.
One. Diamond.
Individual
But next time, it seems like we have another fight on our hands.
equipment.
A blue dragon fight with the party rather tapped out
In a town.
in a town.
Yeah.
A little
Not gonna
town.
lie, I'm probably just
Full of
gonna run
quiet
hide.
people.
Diamond of teleportation.
And buildings.
I'm picturing the raid on in oh my god, what is that place called? In Game of Thrones.
Okay, got it. Beach tower, got it.
God,
Save.
why can't I think?
One of the Landing?
Yeah, King's Landing. Jeez. I'm picturing that, and I'm just gonna be like running, like I can't do anything. I'm just a human, and this is a giant dragon.
Alrighty. Well, that's it for tonight, guys.
Good game.
Yes, good
See-
game.
See you.
See ya.
See you next time.
And Idea Reactor has he's come and
bye everyone.
visited the channel, and he has a TTRPG stuff that he was playtesting and doing that I thought you guys might be interested in, space type stuff.
cool.
So I'm gonna give him the Discord information. I can forward along any stuff that's there. So
Cool.
thanks for joining, guys.
Thanks, dude. Or dudette.
Persons.
Dudes and
Don't
dudes.
assume
Thanks,
they're
internet
pronoun.
anomalous person. Thanks, ones and zeros. I mean, code is binary, so
All right. There you go.
you're a one or a
Hey.
zero online.
Unless we're talking hexadecimal
Then it gets confusing.
or octal. Come on.
That's true. That's true.
That's true.
Or
What is-
trinary from
what
Star
is
Trek.
Twitch?
right.
Trinary.
Well,
Trinary.
thanks for coming, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye, everyone.